Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video of Pokemon Black and White. Now before I begin, there are a few updates that I wanted to show you all with my team. So in the last video, we finally beat Subway Master Ingo in the Battle Subway single line chain, and after beating him, I replayed the Battle Subway single line chain a couple more times so that I could get the Focus Sash on Gengar. And I also replaced Outrage with Dragon Claw on Garchomp because of the facility that we're about to do next in the Battle Subway, which is the Battle Subway double line chain. And then I also put Starmie in my party now, since you need 4 Pokemon on your team for doubles battles in the Battle Subway, Battle Tower, or Battle Frontier. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering why I'm taking on the Battle Subway double line chain instead of just going right to the Battle Subway super single line chain, which is the facility that you unlock after you finally beat the single line chain, it's because I feel like I need more practice before I can go into the Battle Subway Super Single Line chain. Like, I honestly don't think that my team, as constructed right now, is ready to take on the Battle Subway Super Single Line chain, especially since I don't have the right item on Garchomp yet. And plus, I wanted to show you guys what the Battle Subway Double Line chain looks like, since ultimately you still need to beat it in order to be able to unlock the Battle Subway Super Double Line chain, which is basically the equivalent of the Battle Subway super single line chain, except it's for doubles instead of singles. By the way, in case you're wondering, I transferred over several other Garchomps from my diamond cartridge to my white cartridge off screen so that I can still have a jolly natured Garchomp with outrage. So the Garchomp that I'm using on my team right now for the double line chain is not the same Garchomp as the one that I used in my previous 3 videos for the Battle Subway single line chain. Yeah, I always like having backup whenever I play any Pokemon game. So yeah, here we go, battle number 1. A lot of people actually like playing or prefer playing doubles instead of singles in the Battle Subway, Battle Tower, or Battle Frontier, but I've always liked playing singles rather than doubles. I just feel like the format is a lot more fun in singles versus doubles, and plus, singles is much more fast-paced in my opinion. Since for one, you're battling 3-on-3 instead of 4-on-4, and you're not using moves like Protect on your team, which can make the battles drag on a lot longer than it needs to be. You're also limited in the move pool that you use in doubles versus singles in Pokemon. As in doubles, you're seeing it right now. I'm having to run Dragon Claw on Garchomp instead of Outrage, since if I use Outrage, it will target a random Pokemon, which could be my own Gengar on my team, instead of the opponent's Pokemon. And even moves like Earthquake and Surf hit every single Pokemon in the battlefield, including your own teammate. So it's always recommended to pair your Pokemon with Earthquake with a flying type Pokemon, or a Pokemon that has the Levitate ability. Or in other words, a Pokemon that is immune to Earthquake. And the only time that you should use Surf in doubles battles is if your own teammate in the doubles battles has the Water Absorb ability, meaning that it's immune to Surf. But since I don't on my team, I just have Hydro Pump on Starmie instead of Surf. But yeah, so the first 2 sets of the Battle Subway double line chain should still be pretty easy, since the opponents are still using not fully evolved Pokemon like Scraggy, like I'm battling right now. And that's it for Scraggy. So yeah, that's battle number 1 in the Battle Subway double line chain. That battle took a lot longer than I thought, but then again, that's because you're having to take out one more Pokemon in doubles than you do in singles. Oh, Detect. I hate it when the opponent uses Detect or Protect. Like, you're not even inflicting status on me. Like, you're just wasting my time and your time by stalling. Oh wow, at least Oshawott goes down really easily with Thunderbolt. Okay, Larvesta. I think that's Fire and Bug type. I think Earthquake should still be able to knock it out in 1 hit. There you go. Alright, Axu, perfect. We should be able to knock this thing out easily with Dragon Claw. I forgot that Gengar is still faster than Garchomp, so let's see. Yeah, I believe Shadow Ball is enough to take out Axu too. So yeah, that was a pretty easy battle. None of my Pokemon took any damage during that battle. Alright, moving on to battle number 3. By the way, in case you're wondering, I'm not going to be showing you guys the Battle Subway Super Double Line Chain. I'm only going to be showing you guys the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain, since this is the goal that I set out for this year, and I'm only showing you the Double Line Chain in the first place just to show you guys what the Double Chain format looks like, and to be able to battle the boss on the 21st battle. But yeah, in all of the Pokemon games that I've uploaded on my channel in the past, when I did the Battle Tower and Battle Frontier, I only played the singles format, never the doubles format. I just feel like with the singles format, that's it. I don't need to really cover the doubles format. Like, it just seems kind of redundant and unnecessary to me. And plus, even the singles formats, it takes me a while to be able to achieve the high streaks that I got in all of those facilities. And I definitely don't want to be playing another 2 to 3 weeks or even months just to be able to play the doubles format. Like, just setting my own personal records and seeing my username get displayed on the Smogon leaderboard for the singles format is good enough for me. Oh wow, that Whirlpool was actually able to live in Earthquake from Garchomp, so yeah, early on, whenever you'd play the Battle Subway or the Battle Tower or the Battle Frontier, you don't need to calc to see like how much damage it'll take to be able to knock out each of your opponent's Pokemons in 1 hit or 2 hits or however many hits it takes to knock them out. Since they're all pretty weak and not even fully evolved Pokemon, so you'll still be able to win the battle anyway, even if you miscalc or make a bunch of mistakes during the battle. But as you go deeper in your streak in the Battle Subway or Battle Tower or Battle Frontier, like say from Battle 21 and onwards, definitely need to start calcing during each turn during the battle, since the opponent's Pokemon are a lot stronger and have a lot better movesets, and if you miscalc even one turn, that can easily end your streak. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Thunderbolt on Herdier instead of Focus Blast, since Focus Blast does have bad accuracy, and I just want to be able to play it safe here, since I'm gonna be using Earthquake on it anyway with Garchomp too. Yup, see? That's what I'm talking about. Axu, wow, that's the second time during this video that the opponent sent out an Axu on their team. Which is fine with me, since Axus are really easy to knock out. Alright, Trubbish. Alright, we're still on battle number 5, so wow. I might, when I finally play the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain after I'm done with this, I might seriously consider just turning off battle animations, since the battles do take a lot longer when you have the animations on and off. Like, I guess the one benefit to having battle animations turned on versus off is that you can kind of play the game slower, since whenever the Pokemon uses a move, whether it's your Pokemon or the opponent's Pokemon, you still have to see the battle animations getting displayed. So I guess it allows you to kind of recollect yourself and play the game at your own pace without playing too hastily or in such a rush each turn. So yeah, nice. I was able to knock out both of their Pokemon out on the first turn. Alright, Deerling. I believe Deerling is normal and grass type, so Shadow Ball won't work on it, so I'm gonna have to use Focus Blast on it. Which, see, Focus Blast missed. I knew it. I really wish there was a better and more accurate special fighting type move than Focus Blast, but sadly Gengar doesn't learn any other special type fighting type moves. Other than maybe Hidden Power, I guess, but Hidden Power is really weak, so I'm going to have to stick with Focus Blast on it. Even though Focus Blast does miss a lot, like I still haven't knocked out the Stealing yet, even though I've used Focus Blast on it twice. Yeah, I'm strongly considering replacing Focus Blast with another coverage type move like Energy Ball or Sludge Bomb, since those moves have 100% accuracy, but I feel like if I did, then I get walled by Steel type Pokemon, so that's why I still have Focus Blast on Gengar. Because I noticed that in all my years of playing the Battle Subway or Battle Tower or Battle Frontier, that the game will always find a way to troll you and send out Pokemon that directly counters your team, like the deeper you get into your streak. Like I guarantee you that if I took off Focus Blast on Gengar right now and replaced it with, say, Sludge Bomb, then I'm going to be encountering a lot of Fairthorns as the opponent's lead Pokemon. Or basically a Steel type Pokemon that resists all of Gengar's attacks. Or worse, is even immune to it. Okay, Frillish. Thank you. I'm glad I knocked it out. Frillishes are so annoying. Especially when they have the Cursed Body ability, which basically disables the attack that you're using. Oh wow, another Axu. I mean, whatever makes the battle easy for me, I'll take it. Alright, I believe we only have one more trainer during this set, and then we'll finally be done with the first set. So yes, finally. And I also believe that on the 21st battle in the double line chain, you battle Subway Master Emmet instead of Subway Master Ingo, so that's something to note or remember, but, Alright, Tepig and Fungus, these should both be pretty easy to knock out. Wow, Gothorita and Patrat, really? That's kind of a bummer and letdown for the final trainer during the first set of the double line chain. Like, even for the first set, I was kind of expecting a tougher Pokemon for the last battle than Gothorita and Patrat, but... So yeah, guys, that is it for the first set in the Battle Subway double line chain. I'm gonna upload the second and third set of the Battle Subway double line chain after this, and then after that, we'll finally be able to take on the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain, which is what I wanted to take on this whole entire time. And my goal for that is to hopefully be able to get above 100 wins. That's something that I unfortunately was not able to do when I first played this game when I was a little kid. So yeah, the policeman's gonna give us 3 BP, and that's it for this part, guys. In the next part, we'll just be doing the second set of the Battle Subway double line chain. So yeah, stay tuned for more, guys. Thank you all for watching. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already.